Welcome to the online classes conducted by the DU Nalgonda. I am Vijayender, PET in Physics, TS Model School, Kanagal. Today we are going to learn the 12th chapter in physical science, that is sound, in 9th class. In daily life, we hear many sounds of animals, sounds of birds, human beings, and musical sounds. In cinema hall also you hearing the digital sounds, different kinds of sounds. Here what is sound? The sound is force or energy. Just in 8th class already we have some concept. Now we are going to some activity. The sound is a force or it is a energy. Or that take a cylindrical vessel, remove the other end and take the balloon and fix the balloon at one end. This is balloon, fix the balloon and other end is opened. Now take the plane mirror. When the light is falling on the plane mirror, which is reflecting back, and this is the open end, this is the closed end. Their end is closed end is another end is fixed by the balloon with the help of the rubber band, and we have fixed a mirror. When the light is fall on the mirror, it will reflect. Take the laser light. When the laser light is falling on the mirror, it is reflecting back. It is reflecting. Here, when we make a sound at one end, here laser light, when it is fall on the mirror, it is reflecting. We can observe the laser light. Without sound, the light is moving in straight line. But when we made the sound at another end, the sound is moving or traveling in the inside, and it is incidenting on the balloon. On the balloon we have the mirror. So when the sound is traveling, this light ray is dancing, it is moving here and there. That means sound is a energy, or sound is a mechanical energy. Sound is a mechanical energy. Here sound is making us to hear. So we can say sound is a form of energy and which creates the sensation of hearing. Sound is a form of energy which creates the sensation of hearing. Sound is a form of energy, that is mechanical energy. So it is not a force. And how does sound is producing? Can be in 8th class already we have seen that sound produced by the vibrating body, and sound need a medium to travel from one place to another place. Here sound, we can see the vibration of the tuning fork. Here tuning fork, the shape of the tuning fork is observing vibration of tuning fork. Tuning fork. You know that sound is producing from the vibrating body. We can observe the vibrations of the some bodies, that is tuning fork. Tuning fork is a U-shaped steel body. It is having the two franks. This is made from the steel. These are franks. It is having the one handle. Tuning fork. Tuning fork. Here, this is a tuning fork. When we strike the one fork with the rubber hammer, it is vibrating and giving the sound. We can hear the sound when we keep near our ear. And to observe the vibrations, if you touch any fork, we can feel the vibrations of the tuning fork. To see that vibration, observing the vibration of the tuning fork, take the tuning fork, fix the steel wire at one fork. This is the steel wire, and place this total tuning fork in the smoked glass. It is having the black color. Smoked glass without vibration. This steel wire is straight line. Straight line is straight line. When we strike the fork of the tuning fork with rubber hammer, these forks are vibrating. Then this steel wire which is attached to the one fork is moving like this. That means we can, due to the vibration, we can find the vibrations of the tuning fork with the help of the steel wire on the smoked glass. So that means this here we can observe that without vibrations, these steel wire is straight line. When we made vibrations in the tuning fork, the steel wire will become like this. That means this fork is vibrating. We can observe the vibration of the tuning fork. So sound is a form of energy which creates the sensation of hearing, and sound is produced from the vibrating body. Sound is produced from the vibrating body. Now, we can observe the vibrations of the tuning fork. Now, how does the sound travels? I am talking, you are listening my sound. That means, how does this sound produced from me is traveling towards you? Yeah, sound is traveling in this air. So, this air is called medium. Means sound is traveling from one place to another place in a thing or substance. The thing or substance in which the sound travels is called medium. Here sound is traveling from me to you in the air. So, air is called a medium. If the sound travels in water is a medium. Sound travels in glass is a medium. So, how does sound travels? Does it travel in the form of particles or in the form of wave? How does sound travels? Does it travels in the form of particles or does it travels in the form of wave? Here, if sound travels in the form of particles, here means if a sound made from the tabla, that if tabla, some particles are moving from the tabla and reaching to us. If the sound travels in the form of particles, here tabla should leave some particles in the form of sound. If it travels in the form of particles, after some times the total particles will must be vanish. So sound cannot travel in the form of particles, because if the sound travels in the form of particles, the source of sound must be vanished after sometimes it is releasing the particles. So it cannot travels in the form of particles. It travels in the form of disturbance or wave. Disturbance or does sound travel in the how does sound travel means it cannot travel in the form of particles. It travels in the form of disturbance. Sound travels in the form of disturbance or wave. Wave. Here what is wave or what is disturbance? Here when I made the sound, I am creating the disturbance. Here disturbance created by me in the air. I am releasing the sound, that means I am creating the disturbance near the air. These air particles are disturbed. This disturbance created near me in the air, that is disturbance is traveling from one place, me to your eye. How does it travels? Here only disturbance is traveling, their air particles are not traveling, are not moving. How does it is happened? Here the particles in the air, they are vibrating or oscillating. Here air particle, the disturbance created in the air near the source of sound or me, they are creating the vibrations or oscillation in the air particles. That particles near to them, that is making the oscillation in near particles. Here the disturbance are oscillations, it is moving from one place to another place. So here wave or disturbance. Here in cycle stand, all bicycles are there nearby. If you push the first cycle, we are creating the disturbance in the first cycle, and the cycle is falling, another cycle is falling, the second cycle is falling on third cycle is falling on the fourth cycle. Like this, if you have 10 cycles, 10 cycles are falling down. But here only this first cycle here in the same place, your cycles are not moved. Only disturbance created in the first cycle is moved from first cycle to last cycle. So in this way, sound is also traveling. Here wave is a disturbance which travels from one place to another place without actual movement of the particles of the medium. Here it is a disturbance, it is traveling from one place to another place, only disturbance traveling, and particles of the medium are not traveling. Here so wave or disturbance, it is disturbance which travels from one place to another place, one point to another point without actual movement of the particles of a medium. Okay, and this wave carries the disturbance carries the energy, it carries the energy also. Now how does the sound travels? Means sound travels in the form of wave, not in the form of particles. Now propagation of sound. Propagation of sound. How does sound propagate? Propagate means traveling. here, see here, take the, observe the tabla. Here tabla, when we strike the tabla surface, it is vibrating or oscillating. Due to these vibrations, the disturbance is moving from one place to another place. This is the tabla surface, and without when we strike the tabla or disturbed tabla, it is first of all it is vibrating like this, up and down. It is vibrating back and forth and back. It is upward and downward. When this strike the surface of the tabla, it is vibrating from its mean position. This is forth and it is backward. It is vibrating. So here, when it is vibrating forth and it is creating the disturbance in the air particles. Actually, air particles are like this. When the tabla vibrating or oscillating upward direction, here air particles near to it it is pushing all air particles towards a point. So here air particles are the density of the particles is more high, and this is the remaining air particles, and it is again it comes to mean position. Then these here these density of the air particles are moving forward. And it is oscillating forth or outward, and again it is coming backward. When it is coming backward, this density of the air particle or this air region is moving forward here to here. Again it is oscillating backward this direction. Then when the surface of the tabla, it is oscillating backward direction, it is pulling the all air particles near to it. So here the air particles, the gap between the air particles is decreasing. So the density of the air particle is decreasing, and here the region, thicker region or density more region, it is still moving forward. Again when it is again the tabla comes to the mean position, same this region where the density of the particles is less, this region is moving forward. See here how does this disturbance traveled? Here the tabla surface, when the tabla surface is vibrating upward direction, it push the air particles. So this density of the air particle is more, and this is the normal particles density, and it is this tabla is coming to the same mean position. Then these disturbance created here, it is traveling forward direction here. This is the same particles. When the tabla surface is oscillating backward direction, this backward direction, it pulls the air particles. So it is created the low pressure or low density. The air particles are separating. They get separated. Density will become low, and pressure also will become low. Here pressure is low, and these particles again it is moving forward. This thicker part moving forward, and when it is come to the same position, these the low density region, it is moving here. This is region 1, second position. This is density is high density, here low density, here high density. This is normal density. Here this is normal density region, the low density, high density, this is normal density. In between, normal density, this is normal density, high density, normal density, low density, normal density, high density, normal density. Normal density means without making any disturbance sound, these all air particles are moving with the normal density air particles. When we create when it is vibration, here this vibration make the push on the air particles comes close, the density of the air particles is moved. So this is high density, remaining are normal density. When the tabla surface is moving to the same mean position, this high density is moving forward direction, moves forward, and this is the normal density area, this is also normal density area. When this surface it is moving backward direction, here it is pulling the air particles, so it becomes here near the surface the air particles are get separated, the area become low density. This high density region is moving forward direction, it will, this is the normal density, this is the high density, this is the normal density. When this tabla is moving same position, this low density is moving forward, forward, and high density also moving forward. This region where the high density of the air particles more and pressure is more, this region is called compression. High density region is called compression. Here low density region is called rarefaction. Compression. In this way, this sound is traveling in the form of compressions and rarefactions. Compression is the region where the density and pressure are high. Compression. Rarefaction is the region where the density and pressure are low or minimum. And in this way, air is traveling in the form of wave, in the form of compressions and rarefactions. So here these waves can be divided. Here sound is traveling in the form of wave due to the oscillations or vibrations of the particles of the medium. The oscillations or vibrations of the particles of the medium is two types. So waves can be divided into two types of waves. Waves are two types. One is longitudinal waves or these mechanical waves. Here sound is a mechanical wave, means which require the waves which require the medium are called mechanical waves. The waves which can travel, which do not require or which can travel in vacuum also are called electromagnetic waves. Here sound wave is a mechanical wave. These mechanical waves are two types, that is longitudinal waves, and second one is transverse waves. Longitudinal waves and transverse waves. Here take the slinky. Slinky is in the form of spring, helical spring. This is the Shrinky in the form of, place the Shrinky on the table. If you disturbed or strike at any end of the Shrinky, then the Shrinky is vibrating to and fro. At some places we can observe this particle, it becomes thicker, and some particles it become, or the distance is separated. This is rare fractions where the density is called compressions. This is rare fractions, compressions, rare fractions, compressions. So here the Shrinky is oscillating to and fro. The wave is also moving same direction. So this type of wave, the wave is traveling in the left to right. These particles are also moving from, or oscillating from left to right. The oscillations of these particles are same as the oscillation of the direction of the wave propagation. So this type of waves are called longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves, if the oscillations of the particles of the medium are in the same direction of the wave propagation, then the waves are called longitudinal waves. That means oscillations or the particle oscillations direction same as wave direction. If the oscillations direction, particles oscillation direction same as the wave direction, then the wave is called longitudinal waves. Example, sound wave. Sound wave is a longitudinal wave. Next, transverse waves. Take the Shrinky and tie in vertical shape. If you disturb this Shrinky at one end, Shrinky, the Shrinky is moving up and down, but the particles of the Shrinky are moving horizontal. This wave is moving vertical direction. These particles are oscillating horizontal direction. That means direction of the particles are oscillation direction of the oscillation, or direction of the particles or oscillating particles is perpendicular to the, here particles are moving wave direction. This is wave direction. This is the oscillation directions. Here, if the direction of the oscillations of the particles is perpendicular to the wave direction, this type of wave is called transverse waves. Examples of transverse waves are light waves. So waves are two types, longitudinal waves and transverse waves. If the particles of the medium oscillates in the direction of the wave, then the wave is called longitudinal waves. If the particles of the medium or oscillates perpendicular to the wave direction, then the waves are called longitudinal waves. Here sound wave is a longitudinal wave. So sound is a longitudinal wave. What are the characteristics of the wave? Characteristics of the wave. Wave can be longitudinal wave. Characteristics of the sound wave. wave. Here sound wave can be described by the four characters. One is wavelength, second one is amplitude, third one is time period, and frequency, fourth one is speed of the sound wave, speed of sound wave. So first characteristics of the sound waves are wavelength, amplitude, time period and frequency, speed of the sound wave. Now what is wavelength? Here if you draw the graph between density and position, take the density on y axis, position or time on x axis. Here this is 0 point. This is the normal. This is the normal. So here density, when it is vibrating, the vibrations density of the particles slowly in normal, this is the normal density. When it is vibrating, the density is increasing, becomes maximum, and again it is decreasing, come to the normal position. Again density is backward, it is oscillating backward, increasing, density is decreasing, and again it comes the normal position. Again it is density is increasing and comes to the normal position, again it is decreasing, comes to the normal position. In this way wave is travelling. This is the position. So here density is normal position, density is increasing, this is the high density point, it comes to the normal position, again it is decreasing, becomes low, this is the low density point. This is called compressions, here this is called rarefaction. Here it is compression, here it is rarefaction. Here compressions are the points where the density is high, maximum, this is the peak. Here rarefaction is the low density point. So wavelength is nothing but the distance between two successive crests is called wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by lambda, the distance between two successive crests or two successive compressions. This is a compression, this is a compression, the rarefaction. The distance between two conjugative compressions or rarefactions is called wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by lambda. Unit of wavelength is this is the length, so unit is meter. Second character of the sound wave is, amplitude. Same amplitude is also, we can take amplitude can be described in the form of density, in terms of density or pressure or displacement. So we can take on y axis density or pressure or displacement, on x axis we can take position or time. If we draw the graph is like this. Here high density region, low density here, or high displacement. The amplitude is the density of the medium, the maximum variation in the density. This is the maximum variation in the density or maximum variation in the pressure or maximum displacement, maximum variation in the displacement is called amplitude. Amplitude is denoted by A. Amplitude is denoted by A. This is the maximum variation in the density. Here also maximum variation in the density. This is amplitude variation. So if you unit of amplitude is in terms of density units. If you take density, unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. If you take in terms of pressure, that is Pascal. If you take in terms of displacement, unit of amplitude is meter. It is the maximum variation in the density or pressure or in the displacement is called amplitude. Now third character is time period. Time period and frequency. Time period, it is the time taken to complete one oscillation is called time period. Here when the sound wave is traveling by the help of the oscillations, the time taken to complete one oscillation is called time period. Time period denoted with capital T. Unit of time period is second. Second. Next, frequency. Frequency is nothing but the number of oscillations per second is called frequency. Number of oscillations per second is called frequency. Frequency denoted by nu, letter nu, nu. It is nu, symbol of nu is nu. Frequency denoted by the letter nu, Greek letter nu. Frequency is nothing but the number of oscillations per unit time or per second is called frequency. The relation between the frequency or unit of frequency is hertz. Hertz. Unit of frequency is hertz. Symbol is Hz. So relation between time period and frequency. Relation between time period T and frequency nu is let the time taken for new oscillations, time taken for new oscillations is time taken for new oscillations is 1 second. Number of oscillations are new, and time taken for one oscillation is equal to 1 by new seconds. 1 by new seconds. A time taken for one oscillation is called time period. So time period T is equal to 1 by new seconds. The relation between the time period and frequency nu is T is equal to 1 by nu, or nu is equal to 1 by T. New frequency nu is equal to 1 by T. 1 by T. Unit of frequency is hertz. We have the large frequencies. Kilohertz. KHz. Kilohertz is equal to 10 power 3. Kilo means 1000. 1000 can be written as 10 power 3 hertz. And kilo megahertz. Mega means MHz. 10 power 6. 1 megahertz is equal to 10 power 6 hertz. Mega means 10 power 6. 1 gigahertz is equal to 10 power 9. 1 gigahertz is equal to 10 power 9. Next, 1 terahertz, THz, 10 power 12 hertz. 10 power 12 hertz. Next, fourth character is speed of the sound wave. speed of the sound wave. Here the distance travelled by a point, that may be crest or compression C or rarefaction R. The distance travelled by any point on the wave in unit time is called speed, or we take that point is crest or compression or rarefaction. The distance travelled by the compression or rarefaction in unit time is called speed of the wave, denoted with V. Unit of speed is meter per second, and we can take that the distance travelled by the wave in t seconds. Let distance travelled by a wave in t seconds. T seconds is lambda meters, or point distance travelled by the wave or a point in t seconds is lambda meters. In 1 second, distance travelled by the wave in 1 second is equal to lambda by t. This distance travelled by the wave in 1 second is called speed. So, this speed V is equal to lambda by t. Lambda is wavelength, t is time period. So, speed V is equal to wavelength lambda and time period t. Here time period t. Here 1 by time period is called, we know already here time period 1 by time period is equal to frequency, but 1 by t is equal to nu frequency. That is why speed V is equal to wavelength lambda by 1 by t means nu. The relation between the speed of the wave and wavelength lambda frequency is V is equal to lambda into nu. Here speed of the wave is equal to the product of the wavelength and frequency of the wave.